Okay. Welcome to Adventure for Beginners, guys. It is week 26. We missed the last 2 weeks because I was out of the country, hiking Mount Doom, hanging out with the hobbits, and that's my fault. So, I apologize.
Yep, blame him.
Yep.
Don't worry, rocks will fall. I shouldn't joke like that. Now if your character dies, it's gonna be like, he tried to do that.
Yeah, or if I die from
Moving
rocks, I'm just gonna straight up blame you, Travis, as being...
Okay. Alright. So I'm gonna
Having
take
against my
that
character.
trap out and replace it with... Alright, we're good to go.
Anyways, so yeah, we are back, and let's do a catch-up with our cast members. Allison plays Amarith, our elf cleric.
Yes, I do.
So I don't know. Do you want to do the last 2 weeks, or what have you? You said you were
Oh,
playing. You were playing all kinds of games this weekend.
Oh yeah, so this weekend I went to DC Games Day in, not surprisingly, Washington DC. So I got to try out Prowlers and Paragons. Oh god, what was the other one called? A version of Fate Core. It was like slightly different, and then a Lady Blackbird variant. So I've never played any of them, and I got to play them this weekend. So we did like one-shots for each game, so that was a ton of fun. Got to meet a bunch of gamers in DC. And I started putting together my gaming PC today, and it's been exhausting. Not done yet. It will be soon.
Godspeed.
Yeah,
My life.
that happens.
My life right now.
Cool.
Okay, whoever's
Okay,
next.
Cool. We have
Yeah.
Josh, who doesn't play Arn anymore, plays Nina, our newest member of the party.
So yeah, the last couple of weeks have been pretty fun. Pointing out an evil one-shot for everyone else.
Oh, yeah.
Which might be a two-shot now.
Yeah, it's
Has to
definitely
be a
a
two-shot.
two-shot.
Actually, guys, I honestly thought you guys were just gonna infiltrate the castle or something and just murder him, but
We didn't get there yet.
you guys have a very sadistic approach of killing every single guard he has.
It wasn't so much killing all the guards as trying to create a proper diversion so that we could actually get in there.
You guys just didn't want to
Exactly.
Lord Fang it?
Yeah, we weren't just gonna Orin it, you know?
That's great, because it left on a good cliffhanger.
Yeah.
Well, cool.
So yeah.
I kind of wish I wish you guys recorded or something. Not that you could, but I would have loved to see that. That would have been fun.
If I built my PC by then, I could have, but
Oh, yeah.
unfortunately not.
If I can somehow get my hands on software, I could give it a shot, actually.
OBD
That's
or whatever.
OBS is
OBS,
free.
whatever it's called. I can never remember.
It's free and easy to
Maybe.
use.
XSplit?
I'll look into it.
XSplit costs money. OBS is
Really?
free. Yeah.
Huh. Okay.
Well, I think there's some way to use it
The
for
more you
free,
know.
but like it puts watermarks or something. I don't know. I didn't deal with
That's
it.
lame.
I didn't deal with it. But Josh, this was something. I was opening up my package of Tim Tams last night, and I was eating them, and on the back, printed on the back of this package, it has instructions for the Tim Tam Slam. So
Nice.
it was not something, I
Tim
guess,
Tam
that
Slam?
the hospital. I don't know, but I guess you said it's not like a widely known thing. Maybe they just put it on the packages they sell at the airports, because that's where I bought this one.
For tourists.
But for the tourists, yeah.
I'll have to, tomorrow's shopping day. I'll give it a look. I'll go to pick up of Tim Tams and see if it's on the normal ones.
Yeah. So if you live in Australia or New Zealand, you probably know about Tim Tams, I guess. So I shouldn't bother telling you, but they're cookies and they're great.
They're delicious as well.
Jimmy, how's the puppy?
Puppy actually on Thursday just got spayed. She got all the
Oh.
business
Oh.
taken
I'm
out.
sure she's happy.
Oh, she's got the cone of shame on, and she's.
Aww.
Oh, no little puppies. Don't even
At some point, I'll show you when she comes back in, but she's sort of walking around with a giant cone on her head. That's been kind of a pain in the ass. I was gone all weekend, Friday till yesterday evening, at a friend's bachelor party in
Oh.
Maryland, where
Fun stuff.
we were at a casino for some of the time. We were at, it's pretty hazy, the whole event, as you can imagine. We went to Medieval Times, which I had never been to.
Oh, I want to go there.
It was corny, but it was kind of fun too.
Yeah.
there's a video of me. I'll actually have to share it with you guys. There's a video of me getting beaten. At one point, some kid waved a play sword at me afterwards, and I decided to engage him in a friendly duel. He was like 5 or 6, and I was, my age. I was older than 6. And actually, I'm 27, guys. It's not really a secret, but then every other child around, outside of this place, Medieval Times, decided that I was the one to attack. And there's a video of me from one of my friends getting beaten on by like 30 children, basically, with their play swords.
That's funny.
Critical hit.
Yeah, it was just a
It's
fun
super
way to win.
effective.
I was, a lot of drinking of good scotch, a lot of playing Settlers of Catan.
Nice.
Nice.
Good time.
Very nice. Good bachelor party.
Yeah. So that was my weekend, and kind of recovering now. Oh, I've been playing a lot of Reaper of Souls too. So we were talking about that.
Oh, that's right. Yes, I'll have to end up buying that at some point. So. Diablo 3 is like the button click. You click your mouse button and numbers go up. That's all it is, but it's very fun. It's very fun.
It's the best.
It's literally the practice tool StarCraft 2 players do, because they just like mass click.
Yeah, it's the number increasing simulator or something. I don't know. Travis.
Great.
Travis.
Yes.
Our DM.
Yes, I have had a good weekend. Wisconsin is on to the Final Four. First time since Bo Ryan's been a coach, which I think is like 13 or 16 years, something crazy.
Just beat who they beat this past week.
Oh Jesus, I'm
The
blanking.
16 match. The Sweet 16 match.
Oh my God, number 1 seed. Fuck. I
Wait,
played
what
a
are
lot
we-
during that game.
What's the question?
Who they beat? Oh my God, I'm blanking
Wisconsin
so
beat?
bad. Yeah.
I don't
Oh,
know.
Travis,
I have not watched a single game. I've been out of the country for so long.
Arizona.
Yes. Thank you.
So they beat Arizona.
Yeah, and then we had beaten Baylor before
it was
that.
Baylor.
Oh.
Yeah, I
was
kept
surprised about it, 'cause it was
focusing
like-
on Baylor, and I'm like, that wasn't the Sweet 16 or the final or the Elite 8.
No. But what was funny about that game I watched was how white Wisconsin was and how opposite Baylor was. And I'm like, there's just no way that Wisconsin could be able to compete. I mean, they really won't.
Careful, you may be insulting a segment of our viewers.
We have one
Probably
viewer.
not a large segment.
Apologize if that's the case, but
No, it's funny because everyone says that about Wisconsin. It's so cool for Bo to get to the Final Four because he's the coach that does more with less. You know, we never get the big name recruits, but we always seem to get into the he's been in the tournament every year. We've made the Elite Eight a couple of times, but now it's the Final Four, and I'm trying not to hope too much, but 2 more wins, and that's it.
sweet.
Pretty cool. When do those games happen?
I think it is. When is it? I've got it up here. 4 or 5. When is that? Saturday and then Monday. I think is the finals.
Oh shoot. Okay. I don't watch basketball, so I don't know.
Yeah. It's funny. Monday is the finals, and I might not go into work Tuesday if they win. I might have a slight bout of the flu, which would come on suddenly
really.
without warning.
Oh,
Yeah.
Well, I hope your boss isn't watching
the
this.
late flu season, man. I'll tell you, it's rotten.
It's brutal. It's brutal. My allergies are kicking up. It's bad. But yeah, other than that, not a whole lot. Me and Allison played a little bit of League, I think, at some point. So.
Yeah, and had a crappy person on our team that made me angry.
Oh.
I can't even get involved. It's so many terrible people.
It's
No, it was like the first really awful person I ran into. I claimed top, and then they took the place that I was going to take and locked in. So we already had everything else. I don't know how to jungle, so I was just a second support. I was like, whatever, I don't care. At this point, we're going to lose anyways. And then they sucked at their job, so I was like,
Tell you what, next
It
time
was
you guys
really
play, let me know.
You're on the Oceania server, whatever
My
it's
main
called.
account's at North America, so.
Oh,
Oh.
shoot!
Well,
How bad is your ping?
Not that bad, all things considered.
Okay.
He got his
Alright.
Smurf accounts.
Yeah, well,
next time.
Oceanic didn't exist before North America, so I made my home on North.
Nice. Okay.
Who
Keep that in
is who in League has like the hook ability?
Thresh
several
and
and
characters.
Blitzcrank and
Amumu.
Oh, it's a whole bunch.
Mm.
Okay. I've been playing this weekend. I was playing Dota myself, so my Dota buddies are off doing other stuff this weekend. So I was pub queuing, and it was terrible. I had one guy get so mad at me. Pudge in Dota has the hook ability, and he just hooked me the entire game. My own teammate. He would just he'd pull me out of lane or into another lane, and I was just like, oh,
Okay.
this is fun.
What a jackass.
So public queuing is not too much fun.
No, it is not.
Should have just went Q at him. But,
So my friends are coming back this week, so hopefully I can play some more Dota with good people.
Nice.
So
All right.
All
Well,
right.
everyone.
Yeah, are we all caught up?
I think
I believe so.
Excellent.
Travis, catch us up in game and
Yes,
see
it has
what's going
been
on.
some time since we played. Where we last left off,
Long time.
our intrepid adventurers had just gone through a mourning period after losing Prince Orin. He was killed in a somewhat botched attempt to locate and bring to justice a murderer for a hefty reward, of course. After that, we kind of went through, met our new character, Nina, who had arrived and had previously met Amareth. Amareth had actually saved her, more recovered her from a burnt-down village. Nina was looking for some answers. She has amnesia and obviously doesn't remember what happened, but unfortunately Amareth was just passing by, just hauled her to the nearest temple that could help her out and continued on her way. So I think Nina
Story of my life.
has Nina been formally invited to join the party? I thought we had kind of done.
Basically, yes.
I
Yeah.
think we had agreed to take her back to the capital. So, yeah,
Yes, to the capital.
that'll
which
turn
is-
into other stuff, I'm sure.
Yeah. So, other than that, Orin's body was going to be returned to his kingdom, by a lord you guys had met. Other than that, you guys had, gotten paid for, taking out Tycross and had recovered his axe as well. So I think I have that on Durian's horse. Yes, I put all of the materials you guys had on Durian's horse, because you took it off of Orin's. And other than that, I think you guys were just chilling at the inn that you were at before heading off to the capital. So why don't you take it away?
I actually thought we were heading to the capital.
I don't think you guys had saddled up and left yet.
No, I believe we left off hanging out in the bar talking.
Oh,
Well, in whatever, eating breakfast or something.
You
So-
guys are saddling up and on your way to the capital. Do you wish to do
Okay.
anything?
Well, I guess my question to the party is how much do you, because I assume the capital is a couple of days' trip. Do you actually tell Nina about what's actually happening?
Well, I know our plans have kind of changed, seeing as Arn is now dead, so we lost our letter from the king. So how much would we fill her in?
We haven't really asked her, but
So it's probably a 2-day ride to High Crossing, which you guys had come through on your way here. And then if you really push it, you could probably get to Platinus late a day afterwards. Basically, if you get to High Crossing, leave very early. You could get to Platinus City a little after dark.
Okay. Okay, so I guess I would probably fill Nina in on the general happenings of the group, where we've come from, how we met up, but not so much the details that were from kind of Arn getting us in with the king, with his royalness, I guess.
His royalness.
And then probably not so much how he died, seeing as that might scare her away.
You told me about the dragon.
You had actually heard a little talk about that when you had entered the town of Randoon's Bay. I think you guys were at.
Yes.
Yeah. So while you were there, both you and the party found out about the dragon. People were talking about it. It's like, oh my God, there's a dragon.
Oh,
They
that's
say it's
right.
red. They say it's black. They say it's huge. They say it's tiny. You know, just minor rumors at this point. The party actually knows about the dragon. So do you kind of fill her in on those details?
Suppose we could give her some details.
Okay.
I just advise Amaranth at some point that let's wait till we hit the road before we fill her fully in.
Yeah, I think if it came,
Say there are dangers ahead, and we'll talk to you more on the road.
Okay.
Cool. So you guys are on the road, and she gets filled in about Grimgar, kobolds and goblins, dragon, all that jazz.
Perhaps even werewolf guy, whatever he was.
I mean, if you want to, it's a bit of a side encounter. I mean, it's
Yeah.
not really important to us at this point.
He's now roaming the streets of
watch
Well,
out,
so-
watch
so
out
is
for
a-
the one werewolf.
So is a fairly powerful necromancer who we've kind of just ignored. But
Oh, you guys have had quite a journey so far.
Yes, we have. Been a little busy, you know.
It hasn't lacked for adventure.
Exactly, right?
So you put
So what do you-
Travis, you put everything on my character sheet as well, right?
Yes, character sheet should be updated, except XP I didn't do last session, but it wouldn't have leveled you guys up, so I will just combine it with this session, or next session.
Oh wait, this is my evil character.
Yes,
Wrong
I'm
one.
sorry you don't get to use Biff.
Sorry.
That was so good.
You had an
guys
evil
didn't ask,
character,
but I did name my Great Hammer.
you have an
What'd you name?
evil character named Biff.
Maybe
Yes,
we actually called it the Flyhammer. The Flyhammer.
The big flyhammer.
Travis basically had a
Oh
hoverboard.
man.
He did.
Basically, yeah. But
I don't know,
continuing on this campaign.
Jumped in and all this is accurate, but I'm trying to remember where I was in Durian's thinking about how much he wanted to actually follow through on this, or whether he wanted to say screw this country.
Well, if I remember correctly, he was on the brink of saying, screw this country, we'll find something else to do, just because everything's been made so difficult without having Arn with the group.
So why? But not more. Yeah. But why are we headed back to the capital right now?
Bracelet.
Of
So it's been 2
Fireball.
weeks. I will notify that. Someone wanted to pick up his bracelet and all his money.
Yep. Yeah, Bracelet of Fireballs was still in Llewellyn's possession.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Good. So then we should go get that because it's worth money.
Yes, we should.
I want to find out how much it's worth.
Yay.
Yeah.
Tons of money.
So you guys head back to the capital, and we will do some dice rolls.
Oh shit.
You don't run into any issues, and you get to, I think it's High Crossing is the
Mhm.
next one? Yeah. So you get to High Crossing, and I need perception checks from everyone.
Oh dear, what is my perception?
Not bad. 21.
Pretty sure my perception sucked something shocking, actually. Perception.
Oh.
I miss my 87 HP.
God.
I miss having 87 HP.
Okay. Perception
Dang.
time.
Amaranth with the macros.
I know, right? Macros make everything so much easier.
Yeah.
We had a 20 and 21, Travis.
All right. Yeah. So
I'm
as you're
still beat.
approaching, Amareth, you and you alone do notice that the air seems to be quite a bit hazier than usual. The air above the city looks kind of smoky, or you can't tell. You know, it's cold, so it's kind of weird to see this in the winter. You don't see a
Okay.
lot of fog, so you think it's probably smoke, but it looks pretty dissipated at this point.
Okay, so I'll mention that to the group that the air seems to be changing and it doesn't seem quite right for this time of year. Kind of curious what's happening up ahead.
Wait, so she says it's smoke?
It's kind of like hazy, foggy, possibly smoky from the sounds of it. Not
Yeah,
quite
okay.
sure.
You hear the sound
Thinking
of
it might be
smoke?
No,
I'm sorry. What, Josh?
Said Nina immediately heads towards the town if she hears the word smoke.
Well, this is something she noticed as you're approaching the town. The town looks all right.
How far away are we? Time.
Half a mile, 3/4 of a mile.
so not very,
Yeah.
very long.
I say let's get closer, but
Proceed with caution.
I can help us out by doing some discreet scouting if necessary.
Our friendly neighborhood ranger could do that too, probably.
Do we have a ranger with us?
We do now. He's been gone for 2 weeks.
What, you guys were
Yeah.
sitting in the inn while I was gone?
Yeah, basically.
I mean,
We just left
do it-
Kate in there.
I can do it perhaps a little bit more invisibly than our ranger can.
Perhaps. Or perhaps you could use
Dun,
Jeeves or
dun.
whatever his name was.
Oh,
Oh, gee.
all that critical fumble on yourself and get found out anyway. Who knows?
I think that was Amarith.
You can't crit fail skill checks, Kay.
Caben is fairly
You do
stealthy.
really crappy at them.
Yeah. Well, when you roll a natural 1 and you're already pretty bad. But anyway, so you guys are just approaching the city normally. What are you guys doing?
I'm sort
Do
of
you guys want to
going
go in
with-
stealthily? I mean, I think we can just go in and see what it is there.
Yeah, I'm just going to proceed with caution, but still go to the city.
Okay, cool. So you guys approach the city. You see people milling about. Everything looks pretty normal. There are a
Okay.
couple guards near the entrance to the city. They just kind of nod at you as you approach.
Does there seem to be a specific spot in the city that
Is
the
there a-
smoke is coming from, or is it just hanging out above there and doesn't seem to have a source?
Tough to tell. Like I said, it's pretty dissipated at this point.
Okay.
Hmm.
Alright, so do we need to do
I
anything
just
here, really?
I actually look at Amareth and I say, or I give a shrug,
Yeah, I don't...
and then
I
I
don't know quite what's
subtext
causing it.
my shrug with, I have no idea what the haze is. How about you find out?
How about I find out?
So,
And then I do it again.
Well, it's not natural because if it was natural, it'd have a source. They look around and say with complete self-confidence.
Well, I mean, if it's just fog or smog, it just kind of happens.
Did she need a 21 perception roll to notice that it was a foggy day?
It's not a foggy day.
Okay.
Amareth, I only vaguely see this haze you noticed, but I mean, what could it be? They don't seem to be alarmed. It's not a fire. At least it doesn't seem to be.
I don't know.
It's probably just the winter.
Guardsmen,
Yes, sir.
Oh, never mind.
has there been a fire? We noticed on our way in there seemed to be a haze or a miasma over the city.
Oh, yes. They just got it out this morning. One of the bars in town was burnt down.
Oh, shoot.
Ah.
Which bar? We've been through several times.
What did they call it again? Bill, what was that bar, the one that burnt down? The Corkscrew? Yeah, the Corkscrew.
That sounds familiar.
No, you know what? Can't say that I've ever been there. That's a shame, though. Where's anybody hurt?
I don't know. They're still kind of sifting through the rubble. No sign of the owner, but, if it's a fire and she was the only one burnt up, well, that's actually pretty good. They got it out fairly quickly, but most of the top level was gone.
What do you
Do
mean
we
by
know what
pretty
caused
good?
it?
Well, the guard speaks of the fact there could have been innocent patrons and customers in there.
Oh.
Yeah, it seemed to be pretty empty at the time. Some of the patrons that were in there got out. We don't think anyone but the owner's missing right now.
Well, we've stayed at a rather pleasant place. The Potted Plant, I believe, it wasn't damaged by fire or anything. It's nowhere near there.
Oh, no, the Potted Plant, as far as I know, is just fine.
Great.
Luckily, we kept the fire off of any other buildings.
So
Interesting.
treated like an accident right now, then, huh?
Well, yeah, they're still looking through. They don't know if it was a lamp fire, someone knocked over a candle, embers leapt out of the hearth. Could be anything. These things happen. Luckily, they're pretty rare.
And it was
When did
last
the-
night?
Yeah, when did the fire start?
Well, it must have been late last night, real early this morning. We got it out just as the light was coming.
Well,
All right.
good job.
Thank you, Guardsman. Glad to hear that there were minimal injuries. So,
Yep.
Friend,
A
shall we
couple of
to the-
burns here and there, but
toward to the Potted Plant.
I
Yeah.
think let's make a return. I like
Yes.
that place.
Yep. Put a quiet.
cool. So you guys
We
head
didn't
to the
know
Potted
that.
Plant. You are now at the Potted Plant.
Excellent.
Like I
Okay.
say, I'm pretty beat from this first couple days. Let's go get some rooms, and I have a word with you, Amaranth,
With me.
if possible.
Okay. I suppose that's fine.
I'll get the rooms then.
I'll go with you.
Yay!
And I'll have you know, Kevin, I only left you out just because I didn't want Nina to be alone. So. But you don't know that.
Well, you didn't
Don't
leave me.
let it get
You didn't leave me out. You left Haven out.
So I pull Amaranth aside and I say, I knew the owner of the corkscrew.
Did you? How did you know the owner of the corkscrew?
I paid a hefty coin for information there for where Tycross could be found.
Oh. That's not good.
Alincia was her name. I assume she's dead now or fled.
Oh.
She rubbed shoulders with some seedier types. Was pretty capable, if I remember correctly. She was she an elf, Travis?
Yes,
I
she
didn't write
was
that.
an elf
She was
woman.
an elf, and I look at Amaranth and I say, you know it's true if I say this. She was extremely attractive and extremely capable.
Am I shocked you saying this? No.
But that
So-
said, capable enough that I didn't get anywhere with her beyond handing over coin.
Oh, Dorian. D-
My
Do
point
you
is,
think-
we might not be safe here in the tavern.
well, so do you think that her giving you information was possibly the reason that this all happened?
Tycross is dead, and we return to town a day later and find the tavern where I got information on his whereabouts burned to the ground.
So do you think we perhaps should just eat and then leave and perhaps not stay overnight?
I propose no. I think we need the rest, and we should be seen about. Perhaps should make as if we're staying here and then not stay, and perhaps seek shelter in a holier site.
I see.
Do you think you could
So-
do something?
I suppose I could. I could see what I could do. So what you're saying is we want to allow Cayman to reserve the rooms and then just go elsewhere overnight and not stay actually in our rooms?
We'll know if anybody's following us if there's something happens to the potted plant tonight.
Okay.
We should be seen here, perhaps
Which could
drinking
be
and
also a bad thing. Because we're risking
Well-
those people in their bar as well.
Amaranth, I understand and I sympathize, but I have to say that I have no way of knowing. None of us has noticed, and I sure haven't noticed anybody following us. But if rumor got out, 5 people who collected the bounty on Tycross, 4 people who collected the bounty on Tycross, and our descriptions go with it, we could be targets.
3 people.
We can either, if you're worried about it, I'm less happy, but not opposed to leaving in the night anyway. But I have a feeling by coming here, we've already painted a target at this location.
Exactly, yes. I suppose you should probably talk this over with Caben quickly, and I can keep Nina company, and you can see what he thinks. Especially because we don't want to get her involved with our problems. I mean, she's with us, but we're trying to help her. Not.
Yeah. There was no temple to Coral on here, right?
I don't think so.
There was only a Temple of Palor, which Amaranth actually volunteered at once.
Yeah.
Got sick. Is this where she got sick? Or was that in Platinus?
That was in the capital. Yep.
Yeah.
So I say, perhaps you've been to the temple here, I believe, but perhaps you could take Nina there and give her some warning about troubles ahead, at least.
Ooh, natural 20. And Durian, you would remember, you guys have been through here a couple times. This is also the place where you bought poison from.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
I thought that was at Steamport, because I thought it went down to the docks.
I think you bought it twice.
Nope, he bought it once, and it was here, actually.
That's
It was
right.
after Steamport.
That's right.
Because you got it after Orin's trial. You guys were quick to get out of Steamport after Orin got out.
That's
Okay,
true.
fair enough. I actually thought I knew where it was in Steamport, but High Crossing it is. How's the mark on my arm, by the way?
It's all healed up.
Good.
It was only slightly discolored for a little while.
It's turned into letters that say poison.
What would that say, poison?
Handle with care.
Jesus, I can't believe that. Anyway,
Your moment of glory.
Amrith, I'll go speak to Caden after he gets the rooms, and then
Okay.
I leave it to
Perhaps
you.
Nina
If you
will have
don't
a
want
drink
to,
with me, and then I can... Or I could just take her to the Temple of Palor, show her around town.
you have to tell me now if you're willing to get us overnight at the temple. or we
I'm
just need
willing to try. I can't promise it. It's up to them if they allow us
Sure.
to stay there. I don't know how much... I mean, what if they ask me why we're asking to stay? What should I tell them?
Tell them the truth. You
I
believe
think
we're
that would-
perhaps targets after bringing justice to a wanted man.
But the issue is none of us follow Palor. I don't think they're going to be as accepting as perhaps one of my people would be.
Have you built up any goodwill in this town?
I mean, I've assisted them with healing and whatnot, but I don't think once or twice doing that is enough for them to owe me perhaps getting their temple burned down by
I don't think they
Someone.
would stoop that low.
You don't know what they're capable of. I mean, they could have
There's
killed
only one temple
people.
in this town, and I believe that they wouldn't risk the displeasure of the entire city going after a seedy tavern is one thing.
Okay, I'll see what I can do.
Alright. I think that's for the best.
Cool.
Okay.
So you head over to the temple?
Well, yeah, I think I'm waiting. I'm going to wait in a discreet area, sort of not in the center of things, for when Caven has gotten the rooms and comes back down with Nina. So I guess Amreth is going to wait a little bit, too. She's going to close.
My friends are secretive.
Nothing's happened yet. We're just waiting.
Oh, I was like just doing side talk with Caven while we're getting the rooms.
Oh, sorry. What'd you say?
I said, why are your friends are secretive? There's something going on.
What makes you say that? They're just
Oh,
we're getting in the
Caven.
rooms. We're getting in the rooms. They're just talking.
I don't know. I sensed something amiss. I've had this feeling for like the last couple of days now.
That we're secretive?
No, just something isn't exactly. I don't know. What's the word I'm gonna look for here? Like, something you're not telling me, and I'm quite certain of it somehow. Like, almost I was very confident in myself that something's going on.
Never.
Caven doesn't even know what he hasn't told you yet because we told you about the dragon. That's the biggest thing that Caven's worried about.
Caven's like,
He's kind of
Caven's like, no, I think we told you everything.
he's like, no,
Honestly
we told
believes
you,
it.
we told you everything. No, I don't.
I'm sure it's just my imagination then. Scratch my head for a second.
Probably. Well, I guess while we're talking, I'm getting the rooms. 2 rooms at the potted plant.
Cool. You get 2 rooms.
All right, and then I guess go back to wherever
Durian
Durian
and
Amrith were, if they were in the bar or waiting outside.
Okay.
Hey guys, we got the rooms, so we shall settle down in here for tonight.
Yeah, about that. Durian? I turned to him to let him explain it. He's much better way with
Let him
words.
talk. I'm bad at lying.
Nina,
Yeah, I am.
Nina, dear, I believe that Amrith was going to show you the temple she'd volunteered at once.
Yes, that sounds great.
Oh, I remember that temple.
Yeah,
Yes.
Caven volunteered as well.
Human help too.
Question mark?
By the way, guys, add I think 4 hit points to each of yours, and note that Caven is still injured.
How many days passed, Travis? Because I was at
2.
7 days last time, so we're at 9. Okay.
Yep. So you've been training?
Can you put us
I have
to the screen with our counters?
Oh yes. Sorry.
I'm keeping the training going. I need to hit that 30. Wait, 30? No, 3 weeks.
3 weeks.
Not 30.
Yes.
Okay, cool. So I
21
got
days.
fast 1 week's down. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, you said add 4? I forget already.
Yes,
Yeah.
4.
Okay.
Working my health back up.
Yeah.
The Caven, can you give me a hand with the horses? I've got some things to unload.
Oh yeah, yeah, sure.
Okay, so I will take Nina to the Temple of Palor then.
Cool.
See if we can ask for some help.
You guys arrive there pretty quickly, and it is you're greeted warmly by the priest that you worked with previously.
Okay. Trying to think if I want Nina there when I talk about it. I guess, yeah, she might as well know she's with us. So I'll ask the priest if I can talk to him in private.
Yes, of course, milady.
Wait,
Please.
have we told Nina at all about? That's what we haven't told her about Tycross and Orin. Oh, okay.
No, you guys basically left that out.
Oh, we
Like,
did.
I heard a prince died. I didn't know he was traveling with you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, never mind. Sorry.
Cool.
Go
Yep.
ahead.
You're in a room with the head priest.
And then Nina, I'd want Nina to come along too, just so she could find out about it. And
Coming, Miss Sarah.
LOL. That's all I can say. So,
Come in, dear. Please.
Um,
Can I get you some refreshments?
yes, sure, why not? Water would be fine.
Excellent. He brings some glasses of nice chilled water and a small plate of cheese and crackers. How can I help you today?
I'll kind of sit down nervously, trying to find the words to say. Again, I'm not quite as eloquent as Durian is, so.
You
So,
look disturbed, my child. How can I help?
well, I'm here specifically to ask for your help. Our group may need your assistance tonight.
Our assistance?
Question mark.
What would you need, my dear?
Well, we may be in a small bit of trouble. And
Not
we
trouble with the law, I hope.
No, not with the law.
Coralon Lorethian should be on the right side
Exactly.
of the law.
Yes, I very much am.
Proceeds
and-
to lecture for 30
Yes,
minutes.
you're right. Basically, we are on the right side of the law, as you say I should be. I definitely am. Unfortunately, it's the people that aren't on the right side of the law that may perhaps be after us in some sort of way. We were on a mission. Yes, we were on a mission to try and stop a murderer, a known murderer, and we've done so. However, now.
And you fear this man's ghosts coming to haunt you?
Not his ghost. But perhaps friends
Other
of his.
shadowy figures that may be
Yes.
following him.
Yes.
I see.
So.
Have you gone to the authorities with this? My dear, we are certainly a decent-sized temple, but we are no fortress.
Well, we figured that they wouldn't bother with a temple, and we only need to stay the night just to rest before we leave early in the morning. And we don't want trouble to be brought to the rest of the town.
Again, my dear, You've been most helpful in the past, but really, if you fear for your safety, simply talking to the authorities would be the best way to go. They could give you a guard or an escort about town. Most of my helpers here in the temple are not entirely magically inclined. We wouldn't be able to best protect you if someone were after you. And to be honest, my dear, I wouldn't want to risk their lives either.
This is very true.
Excuse me.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
You think trouble? Does this have something to do with the incident in Steamport? Question mark.
Was that Steamport?
Randuin's Bay.
Yeah, it's like, no.
Definitely not in Steamport.
Yeah, not Steamport.
Wrong trouble. He's dead.
Yeah,
Doesn't
wrong.
matter
Yeah,
anymore.
wrong trouble. It does. It has to do with Ty-Cross. So things are a little amiss right now. There's the bar was burnt down, and that could perhaps have to do with someone who helped us in the past to find Ty-Cross. So
Wait, the bar here in town? The one they put out this morning?
yes.
If you know something about that, please talk to the authorities.
Well, the thing is, we're not sure if it's just a coincidence or if it did have anything to do with that.
When did you say you brought this man to justice? When did that happen?
How long would that have been? A couple days?
3 days.
3 days?
3 or 4 days ago.
Yeah. So about 3, maybe 4 days ago.
And you think there's some connection with this bar somehow?
We're not sure. That's the thing.
Well, like I said, dear, I would strongly urge you to go to the authorities with this. They would want that information. They'd be able to help you, protect you.
So they can screw us later, just like they did last time.
He's not there.
Get your hashtag conspiracy out of here, dude.
This he does bring a valid
Wear your
point.
tinfoil hat.
Jeez. What did you say, Nina?
Miss Sarah, he brings up a valid point. Perhaps we should.
Perhaps we should. And if they can't help us, is there any way that you could help us, I suppose?
Like I said, dear, this is a temple, not a fortress. I would strongly recommend talking to the authorities. And while I don't want to refuse you my aid, I also don't want to put my followers at risk. Especially when there are people better capable of helping you than I. If there's any spiritual guidance you need, any sins you wish to confess, I'd be happy to help. But other than that, I'm not sure I'd be the best person to help you.
Okay, well, I'll thank him for his time and
Of course, my dear. Come
get up
back
and leave
anytime.
begrudgingly.
All right.
And then I suppose I will go back and report this to Durian and possibly Caven if he knows what's going on now.
Yeah. So, guys,
Yes.
while they were there, what were the two of you doing?
I fill Caben in briefly. I say,
Caven, you're filled in.
yeah. What I focus on specifically is that I passed bribes to the bartender at the Yellow Mackerel for information on Ty-Cross and.
You mean
Yeah.
the
Did you
corkscrew?
just say?
He said Yaramackle, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was the corkscrew.
Oh.
But yeah, did
The corkscrew, excuse me.
yeah.
That one. Yellow Mackerel
Wait.
is the other illegal place.
Oh, never mind. I
The
thought
other
I
den of
only
evil.
Oh.
And I say, yeah, I'd gone there snooping around for information and paid handsomely for it, and I'm concerned now that it's burned down. Seems to be an odd coincidence. With someone who I don't think I could have lifted a purse off of her if I had had 10 more years of training. She was a capable woman who worked there, an elf, and if I hear that she did die, I think that she didn't die accidentally in a fire. At worst, she was locked in, or at best, she was locked in. At worst, she was tortured for information before she was killed.
So you think it's just some of Ty Cross's buddies got out of Randuin's Bay? Randuin's Bay?
I don't know. It could be retribution. It could be someone to take up his gang now that he's no longer head of it. It could be unrelated, but it seems too close, hitting too close to home to be an accident.
Yeah, that sucks.
I'm concerned about two things. One, I think we need to.
You think we could be in trouble?
I think we could be targets. If word gets out about a party of our description making off with Ty Cross's head, we have at least a significant amount of gold on us.
Oh yeah.
We also have his axe.
You do have a
Oh,
axe.
that's right. It's all
By the
wrapped.
way,
It's wrapped
and
up
that's
though,
why
right?
we arrive at the horses, and I check to make sure the axe is wrapped up in a way.
You did have it wrapped up.
Yeah, it
so-
was. It was wrapped. I remember that.
So
No, I imagine when we go to get rooms, we take our stuff off our horses and have it in our rooms.
Well, we haven't gone to the rooms yet. I think that's what
we've
me
gone
and
to our
Jordan were
room.
doing.
I just left stuff on the horse for the moment. So
Okay. Well, do you think we should? I don't know.
I had Amaranth.
Get ready at
go
the inn
ahead.
in case we get ambushed or something.
I think I had Amaranth. I'm glad you took out the rooms, but I don't think we should stay here tonight. We should either leave, or I'm hoping Amaranth can get us safety overnight in the Temple of Palor. Around this time, Travis, my paranoia starts to get worse, and I start looking around me.
Okay.
I'm looking for suspicious people watching or hanging around outside.
Yeah, bar is actually quite empty. There are a couple of patrons.
I mean outside. So we're outside by the horses
Yeah.
right now. Like, no one in alleyways, no...
Well, there are a good number of people all around. High Crossing is a village of about 5,000 people. It does a good amount of business since it brings in a lot of stuff from the ports to the capital. So both, cargo from both Randuin's Bay and Steamport goes through here. So a lot of wagons, a lot of hustle and bustle, people taking off and leaving. Seems the inn that you're at isn't very busy today. Doesn't seem like you've looked in, even if you're outside. Not a whole lot of people in there right now. Few people catching like an early dinner. You guys arrived a little bit before sundown.
How close is this in in relation to the city? Is it in the middle? Is it on the outskirts?
Probably more toward the south side, since that's where you guys came in last time. So you
Okay.
got the inn there. The corkscrew then would have been on the north side, kind of a little more out of the way.
Okay. Well, do you want to stay in the temple? Why don't we go tell the guards and stay with the captain of the guard or something?
Okay, then.
I look at Caben, and I sort of glare at him, and I say, because the town guards, this accursed country, have been really good to us thus far. The nobles are so honorable and good to us, and we really, have found fair dealings by their hand thus far.
You had a captain
Well,
that was
yeah.
pretty helpful with Orin.
I mean, yeah, I totally agree with you. I got these magical arrows from the king, and the
That was when
brother
I
was pretty
pretended-
helpful.
That's when I didn't pretend explicitly, but sort of put on airs enough to seem like I meant something.
Yeah.
So,
Sorry,
Caben, I don't-
Caben missed
I
the
don't
sarcasm.
trust- I don't. There's plenty of reasons not to go to the guards, and only one, and we're still. It gives up. It gives up our only flexibility if we tell the guards. They'll want us for questioning. They want to know how we knew this person and the connection, and then it's going to come out that I passed bribes, and then I'll be thrown in jail just to make sure that my name's clear, because it's jail first, ask questions later in this country.
What time is it,
Not-
Travis?
It is nearing dark, so it's
Oh,
probably
shoot,
hitting
okay.
around 5 p.m.
Okay.
Let's go back in and get a drink. Maybe grab
Okay,
a meal.
well,
be seen in the tavern, but I
Okay.
think we should not stay the night in it.
So should we even bother unpacking our stuff?
Yes.
You're not
I
there.
hear a breeze of a man, an unknown man.
Woman.
I say I'm gonna take off. I pull off the stuff I would normally pull off. I assume the horses stay somewhat bagged.
Yeah, I mean, there's kind of like an overhang outside with, a trough of hay and stuff, and you guys pay for, keeping them out there.
Yeah.
What's on the CLW and CMW on my character sheet?
Sugar Moto Orange Cure Light.
Got it. I pull out the potions, I pull off the axe, and I leave the traveling supplies and the bundles of arrows and bolts on the horse.
Okay, cool.
And I'm carrying around the axe wrapped up, sort of as a...
Yeah, I mean, it's still pretty well axe-shaped, because you just had, I think, like an extra, like a sack or something to put around it, but, I mean, it's... People carry weapons.
Yeah, I'm
Not
not
all the
carrying
time,
it
but
like a weapon, I'm carrying it like some sort of burden.
Yeah, that's... carrying
Like
it
one of
over
those
your
hobo
shoulder or
packs.
whatever.
He's got the stick over his shoulder.
Yeah. Okay. But yeah, I mean, you've got other weapons and equipment. It's pretty obvious that you guys are well-armed travelers of some sort, so... Another weapon doesn't look out of place.
So I gesture to Cabe and say, let's wait for them, and I go look for a booth out of the main line of entry into the tavern.
Cool. So you guys just chill out until they return?
Yeah, I guess so.
I'm drinking little and trying to stay alert.
Okay. Alert.
Paranoia level going up to
Paranoid.
like 4
Yeah.
or 5.
Alright, ladies, unless you had something else to do, you are now back at the inn.
I did actually backtrack it like 5 minutes before we get there.
Yeah.
Basically.
You're walking back to the inn.
Mister, I had a feeling something was up. What's going on exactly? Are you guys okay?
I mean, as far as I know, we'll be fine. However, we're also unsure of what's going on right now with this inn burning down, and that's all I can really tell you. I don't know if someone's following us or if it just happens to be a coincidence. So you know about as much as I do in terms of what's happening right now.
Well, Mister, you did help me when God knows I needed it most. If you guys are in trouble, just let me know. I may not look like it, but I'm quite capable of handling myself.
Well, unfortunately, you may find out if we're in trouble, seeing as you're with us right now. So I can't promise anything, but I suppose you'll know if something happens. Yeah.
Okay, just making sure you guys know.
Sounds good to me.
Cool.
Okay.
Unless you had another destination in mind, you are now back at the inn. And all together.
Okay, so I'd probably ask Durian and Caben if we could talk in private, all four of us, up in one of the rooms, I guess. Oh, Durian's gone, though. There's
There he
Durian.
is.
There he is.
Slowly.
There he is.
Losing out, being paranoid.
Jimmy, roll for initiative.
I was out being paranoid.
You're kidding. Paranoia level even higher, Travis.
You know too much.
Sorry, I couldn't resist.
Okay, well, while you were gone for however short period of time that was, I said that I'd like to talk to you and Caben with all four of us in private, so I could tell you what happened at the temple.
Do we look fairly private here, Travis, at the table?
Yeah, it's very empty. There are a couple of people eating. I guess I'll just use the same map. There's like...
It works.
Yeah.
Not everyone.
There's nothing wrong with reusing maps. I use it quite often.
Yep. There are a few people, a couple people at another table. We'll say that they're both down here. And a couple of women chatting pretty animated, in a pretty animated fashion, so... They don't seem to be paying you much
attention. Before we go on with this
attention.
conversation, Travis, I rolled a 20 on my memory, so I do remember about the poison in this town, and I remember where I obtained it from, right?
Yes, you
Okay.
know absolutely right where it is.
Good.
Okay.
You should stay away from that so you don't stab yourself with poison again.
Oh.
By accident. Okay, so I will kind of talk in a hushed voice to the table and let Caven and Durian know specifically that I went to the temple, and basically it was... The way I came out of things was it was suggested that we go to the authorities.
Mm-mm.
That they can't really help us, basically. They don't have the people to help to protect us, even if we were to just protect ourselves, and it kind of almost sounds like they don't want to get involved.
Need I remind us, we are just citizens here.
Well,
Not noblemen who can ask for protection. The guards aren't going to do anything for us to immediately aid us.
well, neither is the temple, really.
Master Burr, are you sure you're just not overthinking this?
You don't know his last name.
No, his
Yeah,
last. Well,
that's right, Nina.
I know his last name more than probably his first.
Why?
Master Bard, you
Oh,
say.
don't you normally know people's last names more?
I'm pretty tight with my last
Like,
name.
I don't
say
think-
Master
Throw it out
Bard.
there.
If,
I don't think we even... I think I'm the only
Master
person who's
Ray?
heard it.
No, I believe he was announced at the archery tournament by his last name.
yes, I did
As
that.
was
But
I.
So, yep.
Mine too.
You, as careful as you guys have been, you all know each other's names.
Okay.
including me.
Durian always goes by Durian, actually, unless he specifically states his last name. So, Nina, you might not know everyone's.
Master Durian, are you sure you're just not overthinking this, being paranoid?
I
you
look
see him
over at
slowly
her.
take off his tinfoil hat.
I couldn't hear that. I was blocking out the evil sound.
The rays. The chemtrails.
I look at her and I say, Nina, we've been caught off guard. I'm not recently, and I'm not getting caught with my pants down again.
Well,
We lost not only a friend of ours, but to be practical about it, we lost one of our best cards with staying out of trouble and being believed before we are, instead of disbelieved for what we say in our tale. Our next best bet is, it hasn't really worked out that a cleric in our midst has sort of affirmed our honest purposes. A nobleman has, though, and we don't have him anymore. And more importantly, we lost a friend, to which the authorities took advantage of in the last town. And I don't trust the authorities for the time being in Palatinus until proven otherwise.
Well, then don't trust the authorities. Have faith in yourself. Like, if you really think we're in trouble, why don't we all just...
I do have faith in
Yeah.
myself, and I feel that I have a plan, but I have faith in myself, Nina. I have faith in Amreth, and I have faith in Caven.
Oh.
When he doesn't drink.
Aw. Feeling the love.
Nina,
Still watch tonight.
your good impression of Amreth carries a lot of weight with you, but right now I'm not feeling particularly trusting. So yes, I trust myself, and myself is telling me there are red flashing lights going off, and if I'm totally wrong, then we're completely safe, and it won't matter. But needless to say, it's too bad about the temple. I leave it to you folks to go to the authorities, but I think it would provoke more questions, and not necessarily make us any safer tonight. I think we just get out of High Crossing as early as possible tomorrow, perhaps even tonight.
We have 2 rooms, right? Why doesn't just one of us stay up in rooms? That way nothing can happen.
I think perhaps that we should all stay in the same room. I mean, it's
Could
going
be
to be
really
crowded, but
crowded.
I think that it would be best though. I mean, what if something happens in one of the rooms?
What?
You know, if everyone's sleeping, you know, it's not going to be known perhaps in the
Oh.
other room.
What floor are our rooms on, Travis?
The first floor. It's a 1 floor in.
Okay. Well, then Kevin says, if we all stay in the same room, we get into trouble. We can just hop out the window.
This is true.
Yeah, sounds good.
And since it's a 1-story bar, someone could even perhaps sit out in the dining area and watch for trouble
Hmm.
and just check in the room, or if we decide to stay in both, the rooms, and make sure everything's okay.
This sounds acceptable. We'll have to be
By the way-
vigilant tonight, though.
We can just go to sleep early and leave even earlier than usual.
Constant
By the way,
vigilance.
how much have you been playing with your instrument in our travels? Like the last 2 days?
Say what?
Like your instrument, your flute thing. Like, have you been meddling around with it at night time, or what?
I actually probably have been playing with it at night.
Alright, so Nina is going to be like, "Come on, you're overly paranoid," basically pushes you to the stage. Go, perform.
I
For these
actually just
people in here.
shrug her off and I say, Nina, it's not the time. And I'm gonna go turn up some more information. So
It's pretty
at
empty.
least
too,
when
right?
we're sleeping, we can perhaps be better prepared and rest easier. So I'll be back in a couple hours.
Blink, blink. So I think we just left.
He's like, okay.
Wait, what? We're scared, but why are you going by yourself?
I won't be going as myself, I say quietly to them.
Oh, I mean by yourself, but okay. We'll
Your friend is weird.
we'll stay here.
He's pretty paranoid.
He can be a little strange, yeah. We still like him anyways. We keep him around for his music, which is occasionally good.
Oh.
Was he still there, or did you wait
No,
till
he
he
was
left?
gone.
He
I
was
waited
gone.
till he left.
He said he left.
Cool. Durian, I think I know where you're heading.
So I'm gonna find a discreet and dark spot now that the sun has set.
Sure.
Cast Alter Self on myself.
Boom. Self-altered. What do you look like?
The king.
Human, perhaps from what I've seen of now 2 port cities, human dock worker, sort of greasy, ragged, like dirty clothes, probably shifty eyes, dark circles under the eyes, but in general someone who is perhaps not very well up in the world.
Okay. Cool. You look like a normal day laborer.
So I keep my same height, but I try and affect a bit of a, maybe this takes a disguise check, but I try and affect a bit of a weak knee or something, a day laborer, and maybe I'm older too than I am, like
Okay.
30s.
Cool. So you're walking around as an older human, a bit of a limp, somewhat ragged clothing. Actually, I don't think your clothing changes, does it?
It can if he wants to make it look different.
Yeah, if it doesn't have any freely designated new forms of minor physical qualities, skin color.
Yeah, this is all body, though. When the change occurs, your equipment, if any, remains worn or held, so you don't change your clothes at all.
So,
Yeah,
okay,
You
well,
do still have your tattered cloak, though.
yeah. So I put on my tattered cloak then. We'll say.
Okay, cool. You put on your tattered cloak, and you head, I assume, to Le Poison Shop.
Yeah, I go wander over there.
Okay.
Oh, Durian.
Here we go again.
So you head up there, and you try the door, I assume.
I knock twice then once.
Twice than once? Was this... I don't have this written down. Was that a thing?
Nope, I just did it now.
Okay.
Maybe I'll get lucky.
Now it's the thing.
Okay. You don't get an answer. No one comes to the door.
Hmm. Are the lights on? Can I see any lights? Are there windows?
Yeah, it looks pretty dark to you.
Hmm.
It's tough to see inside. The windows are very grimy and dusty, and you got the impression last
long-
time you were there that that was on purpose.
How late? How long ago did the sun set?
Half hour, 45 minutes. It's still early in the evening.
I bang a bit on the door.
Okay. Give me a perception check.
Failed.
Ooh.
You hear a voice directly behind you say, "Is there something I can help you with?" And you see the same, I believe it was an elderly elven man
It was an elven man.
last time.
Pardon, sir. I had some questions, or rather, is this your shop? I was told to look for an elven man, but,
I see. And who told you to look for me?
I wasn't supposed to use a name. Didn't really know his, except as that bastard.
I see. Well, I'm sure there are many bastards in town. I don't believe I know any by that designation.
Sir,
Perhaps you
I don't-
found the wrong place.
I don't have a need for your perhaps. He just told me that you'd be someone who might have good information if there were coin in it.
I'm not sure what you think I do.
I'm just trying to stay out of trouble and may have some thugs on my tail, and he.
Seems you're in trouble already.
I start backing up a bit.
No.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to disturb your establishment. I can just go now.
I think that would be best. Stay out of trouble, young man.
Shit, son.
And to you, to him, you are young.
Yep. I turn tail and hightail it.
Okay.
It's fast walking.
Yeah, cool. So you fast walk. You
I'm.
kind of glance back, I assume.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't see him anymore. You didn't hear the door open. You didn't hear it close. Didn't see him leave.
Shit. I look. How does this area look? So it's not a very big town, but here's this place with grimy windows. Are the other?
Yeah, I mean, it's, these are mostly homes. His was a little bit larger. Doesn't have any kind of shop sign or anything. It almost looks like maybe an old shop that's just a residence now. And few of the other buildings are a little poorly maintained. It's not the nicest area of town.
So I believe I used. Whether I rolled or not, I can't remember. But I believe the last time I went looking for a place to buy poison, I basically was looked for a seedy place that I thought would be a likely target to purchase it.
You went to a seedier area of town and managed to convince someone to kind of give you this guy's location.
Yes, that's right. I met with. So that bar where I got the guys, I think I got some guy who had me pay him some money to be hooked up with goods and services, if you will.
Yep.
So
Yep.
I go back to that seedy bar.
It's
Unless that
down.
that was the same bar. Okay.
It
Oh,
was.
shoot.
Oh shit.
Give it up.
Holy crap.
That continuity.
Is there anywhere else that I see around that looks like a off the beaten path bar a little bit more?
No, the Corkscrew was kind of the only one in this area of town.
Mm.
The seedy bar.
All right. Well, I'm gonna make my way back. I've got on this spell.
To be fair, you would know that it is a very good disguise. And the man seemed suspicious and certainly. Yeah,
I didn't want to be recognized. So
Yeah.
if he wasn't gonna help a stranger, that's telling in of itself.
you did buy poison from this guy, so.
Right. Yeah. No, I know. I don't think I ever asked for his name anyway. Okay, so I'm
Never gave
going
it.
to. I don't know how much time's passed, but judging how long I have on my spell, I have an hour. 10 minutes a level. So I go back and I spend the remainder of the time, like across the street and hidden, kind of just watching, seeing if I see anything unusual going on outside of the potted plant.
Outside of the potted plant, yeah, we'll say no. You don't notice anything.
Okay. So I wait there and in my darkened corner, and then when my spell wears off, I go back in. So we can go back to the party.
Cool. Guys, Durian has rejoined you.
Okay. Does he look like Durian?
Yes.
Yeah, he's transformed back. I assume you put your
Okay.
tattered cloak. You switched out your cloak so you're in your usual stuff again.
Yep.
Cool.
So,
You guys are at the bar.
Well, welcome back, Durian.
Yeah.
did the bar pick up at all while he was gone in terms of people in the bar? Or was it still pretty much deserted?
No, a few more people came in. Couple of people that look like merchants. Various other folks. Some of them seem to have rooms here.
No dice friends. So it turns out I hadn't remembered, but it turns out I see why I said yellow mackerel, because I wrote down the yellow mackerel instead of the corkscrew. Okay, turns out that, shall we say that information that I got by to acquire less than legal goods came from individuals I spoke with at the corkscrew at one point in the recent past.
La 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 la, not hearing it.
Yeah, the info for Tycross, right?
This was before.
La 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 la. Don't hear anything that's illegal.
Just don't worry
Durian,
about it.
it sounds like you're causing a lot of trouble for us.
No, it's
Almost.
done. It doesn't matter. There's nothing that can connect me there. I went in a disguise to perhaps ask somebody I knew in town information, as they would have the likeliest connections now to the seedy or underside, and they couldn't or wouldn't help me.
I see.
Well, it's probably for the better. You don't want to be caught doing illegal stuff. During...
What I was doing just now was nothing illegal.
So, shall we do something more cheery instead?
Yeah, like kill the bad guys.
I'm right there with you, Kevin. Right there
I
with
think
you.
we should eat and go to bed early and get out early.
I agree.
Oh, that's no fun.
We're staying up watch for watch, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
guys are that worried. Yeah, we can do watches.
Hmm?
So if you guys are that worried, you can stand up and do watches.
No,
yeah, I think we are.
The three of us will do watches, Nina, and you should.
You should not worry yourself with it, I think. For now.
Like we stare at you guys
That's
like,
what you
"Stop
get for
treating me like a
shitting on
kid."
me, Josh. You get put to bed.
He's just gonna look at you. It's like, stop treating me like a kid.
You are like a child.
Oh, snap.
Depends what the.
In real year terms, you are significantly younger than all of them.
I know.
How old is
Ha.
Nina?
Yeah, I'm quite young actually.
How old though?
17.
It's 17 on my list.
Yeah.
Oh, geez,
my
so younger
goodness.
than Arn. Okay.
Yeah.
I said,
Durian's.
Here I am at 120 years old, you know.
Yeah.
Gotta come
You're basically a 17-year-old elf. You have the same mindset, but you still have 100 and whatever years experience.
Yeah.
yeah.
In the world.
And I'm not quite that young as a half elf, but I'm pretty young.
Yeah, you're 30, which I think translated to about 22-ish.
Yeah, like
Years 21, 22.
yeah.
Fairly young. Cool. So you guys just go to bed.
No, I'm gonna perform
Well-
if Durian's not gonna do
I
it.
say I'm
Okay.
gonna take. Well, we'll deal with that in a minute. But as we're like hanging out, I say, why don't Amreth, since you need the most sleep, why don't you take first watch? Take
That's
a
fine.
normal share, and then Cabe and I will split the rest of the night.
Okay.
Is that all right with you, Caben?
Yeah?
So I will probably just eat dinner and then head to bed.
Cool. You head off early. Yeah,
So,
Durian, any performances upcoming?
No, but if I see Nina try and perform, I try and stop her. Seriously.
Okay.
Yo, I'm gonna perform. You can try and stop me. I'm gonna tell you.
Oh, no.
You can,
All right.
you can
Oh,
arm
Nina.
wrestle her.
Nina. Do you respond at all?
What's up?
I don't think he wants you to draw too much attention to us here.
Looks around. Do any of these people look seedy?
Not really.
They're all merchants and stuff.
There's a great place to perform in the capital city.
what's-
Durian did a great performance there once.
One
Yes.
time,
Once. Once.
Wait, Arthur's house?
Nina,
Well,
Yeah.
Nina,
I was
don't
talking
think...
about the Miley Cyrus.
Here you go, ready? This is how I'm going to word this. Nina, I don't think this is a very wise course of action.
I have complete internal self-confidence. I'll be fine.
Nina, I respect that. I do. But I don't... Just do me a favor. Look, we don't know each other that well yet, and you're just getting to know at least Caben and I to an extent, and even Amrith on a personal level. Just trust us when we say, let's leave the... Let's just get out of this area, and then we can resume normal hobbies.
You seriously worry too much, man.
I do, but in this instance, it may be for the better. I don't normally. I'm usually pretty carefree, so as Caven can tell you, this is
Yeah.
unusual for me.
He usually is. He's usually more fun than this.
Cool. So what do you
Does
do
she-
with
this is
Josh?
Does she give up?
This is serious time.
I'm trying to lighten the party. Everyone seems really depressed. I'm gonna perform anyway.
So,
Okay.
if she turns away again, I say, Nina, do you insist?
Yes.
Have you received the Bard's blessing? Do you know what that is?
Oh no.
I'm gonna say I have great self-confidence in myself. I don't need a blessing.
No, this is not the blessing to be able to do it or not. This is the blessing that
To be able to do it.
this is the blessing that bards give their fellows to go up and perform. It's a good luck charm.
Suspicious, suspicious, suspicious.
You are not wise enough to be suspicious.
Actually,
That's
why says
true.
that intelligence is being suspicious?
No, it's wisdom.
Really?
Intelligence is like book learning.
Hmm.
I have the feeling with self-confidence in myself, I don't need a charm anyway.
Just for my sake, please come here.
Oh god, yeah, I know you're not gonna do what you're gonna do, so fine.
So
Yes, you're gonna
when they're
do
close enough to the table, I recite a little poem, wave my hands however needed, and cast Charm Person on Nina.
know it.
All right.
What do I gotta roll?
I'm pretty sure that's a will save, right?
Yeah, it is a will save.
If this
Oh shoot.
What's your save?
It is a, for me, Charm Person's first level, so it's a DC 14 on my sheet.
Pass.
Oh shoot.
Do I notice is the effect of what he tries to do to me noticeable, or is it just like nothing?
Blah 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 blah. Does not enable you to control them. Yada yada.
Right?
Never obeys suicidal. Blah blah blah. I'm going to say you're slightly entranced by what he does, but you kind of shake it off and don't seem to notice anything.
So I don't notice he does anything to me, or what he was trying to do, basically.
Well, what he does is he recites a little limerick and does some motions. Could be the bard's blessing. You can't tell that you were hit by a spell.
Okay. I say, well, thank you. Time to go before.
As she turns away,
Is
I'm
that
pissed.
a real thing? The
I
Bard's
say, "Are
Blessing?
you sure you want to go?"
Yes.
I wouldn't know if it succeeded or not. So I say,
Yeah.
"I would really appreciate it if you stayed and had a drink with me, perhaps."
No, thank you. I'd like to perform.
I sit back, grumpy, and I say, "God damn it, Jeeves, get out here."
Jeeves is now beside you.
All right.
Okay. Nina, you're up by the stage.
Alrighty. I'm trying to think of which song is going to cheer the party up the most.
Okay.
No.
Can't believe you passed. Is there a modifier for? Is it just the DC roll for player characters, or do they have modifiers that you add in, Travis?
What do you mean?
Will
It's the
saves
will
are-
save.
Yeah, will saves
So-
have modifiers.
Yeah, so will saves are based on your wisdom.
So
That's the reason why I think bonus.
so you just had a. I thought you would have a minus though, because your wisdom's.
My
Yeah,
character level
but you
is
get
plus
base.
2, that's
Yeah, you get base saves at every level.
Oh,
So,
that's true. Because I have a -1 in my wisdom, but I have +4 as
Yep.
a. Yeah. Okay.
so your saves increase as you level up. Yeah. And then the DC gets harder to hit as you add charisma as the caster. Cool.
That's the one I'm going to do, Travis, and I'll say, but just in case I butcher the lines again, as a reference.
Before you start, I have, or rather, you can recite, but then I have an action to take at some point in the middle of the song.
Oh, God,
Okay.
what is he going
I have
to do?
no idea what this is, but all right, go ahead. Nina.
I'm sure he's going to try and make me look bad, but anyway.
Nina, you're up the stage.
Wait, are,
So I
are you
begin
singing or
singing.
dancing?
Sing.
Okay.
Should unhighlight that so I can see it. Ready? Alright, so dream of anything, I'll make it all come true.
This doesn't
Singing.
sound like singing. It sounds like
I know, I
reciting.
can't sing. Like,
I
if
know.
I sing, I'm going to butcher it.
He's like, I know.
Everything you need is all I have for you. Forever, always by your side. Whenever you need a friend, I'm never far behind. If the stars will fall, and there's no more light, and the moon should crumble, don't you worry about the dark.
Roll a reflex save.
What did he just do?
Oh.
Roll a reflex save.
I will reveal it if depending on what happens. Or I'll reveal it anyway, but
Is it noticeable he's messing with me, by the way?
No,
I
he's
didn't-
using his invisible
I mean,
butler.
can he be that stealthful doing all this?
Yeah, he waited till you walked up there, casted a spell, told his thing what to do, which he can just whisper to it.
DC 14?
no DC.
Huh? I didn't give you DC. You feel impact in your knee, and you wobble for a second, but it wasn't very hard.
He threw something at me.
No, the back of your knee. Durian appears to be listening intently to your singing.
Durin,
You son of a
Durin and Caven are sitting there
I thought
watching
big-
you.
people.
It can't make an attack.
It can exert
I'm
a force.
saying it basically pushed you in the back of. You basically had to roll a 1 for it to do anything other than maybe hurt your concentration a bit.
So I
you
told
feel-
Jeeves to push you, kick you / push in the back of the knees, like when you get behind someone and knock their knee forward. And go,
Oh, that's the worst.
Yeah. So Josh, it doesn't exert much force, but you're kind of like, what the, and you sort of pause your song a bit.
And I guess I'm just gonna keep going with my song then. So
Okay.
What is Nina wearing?
Oh no.
She is still wearing her chainmail, I assume, as well as brown pants, red undershirt. Probably had her traveling cloak in the booth and had
I
taken
have a
that
throwing
off.
axe to be if you really want to push the issue.
Where is the bar in relation to Nina?
She would be over here.
Seriously.
So we're using the same map again?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
same map.
Nina, you keep singing.
Yeah. Don't you worry about the dark. I will light up the night with the love in my heart. I will keep you safe and warm, like the smell of a rose on a summer day. I will be there to take all the fear away.
No.
With my touch of my hand, I will turn your life to
Really?
gold.
Oh.
And that's the song.
Like, trying to push her and it can't exert much force is one thing, but that, yeah.
But wind? Okay, not coals then, but just like sparks and like hot air.
He finished the song before you could communicate this to
All
him.
right. I just didn't want to interrupt him too much. Fair enough. Fair enough.
So, by the way, do I notice, feeling anything behind me? Because I got shoved, I'm like...
Yeah, you kind of paused for a second and looked, saw there wasn't anything, and just continued your singing.
So, and the second one, I didn't even feel anything.
No, nothing else happened.
Alright, I was going to say, because if I felt it the second time, I was going to do, a little 12 spin thing.
Yeah.
Well,
That's also a no.
smack the thing.
Really?
Yeah, that's...
No, but it's not damage.
Oh, I
causing.
mean, if I felt it the second time, I would have...
It's an invisible barrier, that's all.
I know, I wouldn't have done anything, but it's like a reflex thing, like something's behind me. I'm like,
Really? Okay,
Yeah.
but a mild one?
so any bonuses or?
No.
It is what it
so
is
how
what it
is
is.
okay? So
you
Josh, to be
say
fair, I just asked to trip you on the way back, which apparently is only an attack.
That's considered an attack. Like, it's an attack.
think that's-
Is an attack is an attack.
But I think
Sorry.
there's a difference between a trip attack, which is something that can result in damage. In other words, because you trip someone and they're off balance and you're swinging a weapon, versus so that means that I'm not allowed to tie someone's shoes together unless it's an attack opportunity.
No, you can tie someone's shoes together, but
Yeah,
having the
that-
thing outright exert its force to attempt to attack someone.
I didn't just to create a barrier about 1 foot off the ground that's tripped over but can't be seen.
She has
No,
18 strength. She
Yeah,
won't even
there's no
notice
way.
it.
I'll just walk through
You
it.
would
like,
feel
nothing
resistance.
Yeah.
happened. Alright, so D20 plus 6, I think it is. So.
Yeah, and +1 for the performance.
Oh, 20.
20. Nice. You, the people clap. They didn't seem to notice the pause really at all. You covered it up well. You gave a great performance. And you have people come up, say you have a beautiful voice, and you end up getting 15 silver out of it.
Jeeves, you're fucking fired.
I give a bow, and then I head
Sorry,
back to the group.
Jeeves.
I'm like, do you feel any more cheery? This is the whole point of the song, was to actually cheer people up, so...
You would have cheered me up by doing what I told you.
Feel cheery.
Eh,
Why would we feel cheery?
Bye. That's a bit aggressive.
I've never heard that song before.
Yeah. I
Caven
don't
is-
know where I got it from.
Caven is the most uncharismatic ranger I've ever met. I love it.
What do I have?
Completely
My
oblivious.
charisma is the lowest one, right? 6.
8 or something.
yeah, your charisma's really low.
So I assume we're not going to do anything else tonight, then.
You tell me.
At some
You can
point,
have
I
a raid.
whisper-
You can
at
burn
some
the whole
point-
town down.
At some point, I whispered to Jeeves to knock over Nina's drink. At some point,
Okay, Nina, you're drinking, and just as you set your drink down, you feel you must have set it down unsteadily, and it falls onto your lap. You pretty quickly pick it back up.
That was weird. I could have sworn I had evidence of setting my drink down. This is weird.
I look over at Nina, and now I'm just pissed that she gave a decent performance, and I literally reach over and I go like this, book, and I poke the drink over again with the empty cup.
I actually see him.
Caben is sitting here very awkwardly.
But I'm not
He's like,
I'm
looking
like,
back and
I'm like,
forth.
poke.
Nina, your drink is now completely spilled.
And this time, like, I'm noticing he's actually moving his hand, and the drink's falling down.
Yeah, he's literally poking.
No, Durian pushed it over.
Yeah.
During pushed over. I'm like, what the hell?
I told you not to perform. You couldn't just.
There's nothing wrong
just
with it.
let it go for till the next city. You couldn't let it go.
Yeah, because I'm not paranoid.
That sounds like your issue, not ours, and I'm not going to haul your ass around if you're going to be causing us trouble.
What much trouble can it be singing?
You've never gave the performances I've given.
God, you worry too much. Go to bed.
Maybe we should go to bed now, guys.
I'm already in bed, so.
I'm like,
Nico's just sitting there like, no idea what's going on.
Like, to kill a fun apparently, I just go to bed.
Alright.
But why don't you make me stay up and do a watch, mumble, grumble, grumble?
Yeah. So you guys wanted to all be in one room, I believe, right?
Yep. So
Yeah.
I go up and I wake up Amaranth to go take the first watch.
Okay.
I thought we were taking the first watches.
Yeah, I thought you were. Oh,
No.
wait, what was I?
I thought
I
he was
said
last.
you would take the first shorter watch so you can get 8 hours of sleep, and then Caben and I will split the last 2 watches.
Oh.
Watches.
Clerics don't need 8 hours sleep to get their spells.
You
Just have to
you'll
spend
still
an
hour
get
with
it, but I'm
it
just
in the
waking
morning.
you up now.
Isn't our usual order Amaranth last? I thought we would just stick to that order.
Yeah, normally it's me
But
last.
that
That's
was
why.
with someone named Oren, who's no longer with us.
Yeah, but we could still do us first and she's get the last 8 hours, right? Or let her sleep for 8 hours. That's
Yeah.
what I assumed.
So Durian had said what he had said because he thought the attack would come in the second or third shift.
Okay.
anyway.
Okay.
Amaranth, you would know that yourself and Caben are still hurt. So if you wanted to take the chance to heal
I guess.
yourself.
Okay, so I guess we'll rewind a little bit and say that I didn't go to sleep because I was used to going on watch last and going to sleep first. So
Yeah.
we'll pretend that didn't happen. Caben looks pretty hurt. I'm gonna use a cure moderate wounds on him.
Okay.
Oh my god. Okay.
Oh, wow.
Um.
Try it again.
Yeah.
So you're at 30, and
What?
Oh my god.
No.
Really?
that's
possible?
awesome.
But with the same dice, too.
Is
I
your
really
macro
hope-
broken?
No, just roll it again. Roll it again just for kicks.
Yeah, roll it again. I
This
want
is
to see
not-
that.
Or this may or
Yep.
may not be actually healing him.
No, you decide
I
right
have to
now.
decide. Hold on.
No,
It will,
just
yeah.
Don't
'Cause he's
do
a-
it. I have 2 9s.
There we
Oh
go.
shoot.
Oh my
Okay.
god.
All right, so I get
What
18
is even
more.
happening? How is that even possible?
So
I'm
keep
glad that
30.
they're fixing the random number generator that they have because
Thirty.
clearly it's
No.
not random
They're not
enough.
fixing it. They're just making
Upgrading it or whatever they're
they're
doing.
making it truly random, not pseudo
Didn't
random.
didn't Neil look into it
He
early
spoke with
on?
the devs. He said it's more random than
Then random.
It's
random
it's
than
more
dice.
random than most random generators.
it's really
out
random.
there.
It's still a pseudo random number generator, but it's really
Okay.
good.
Yeah. So yeah, you
That's
got 8.
frustrating.
And Allison, did you use that last heal on yourself? Did you?
No,
use
those
that
were all.
many? The third
Oh.
one didn't count.
Third one was
because
just
we
a
were
test,
testing.
I think.
Yeah.
No. I said I was going to use that one on Caben
Oh, all right, I'll take it.
because you were
Alright.
pretty hurt, so I wanted to make
Okay,
sure you were good.
that's fine. You are out of cure moderate wounds.
Yeah, that's fine. And I'm going to use a cure light wounds on myself because I'm not too bad.
Cool. 11.
Jeez.
Awesome. So,
Okay.
Caven add. There you go.
Oh wait, that's more health
Doesn't
than I
she
have,
have-
isn't it? I don't have that much health.
You have.
Doesn't she-
Yeah.
one more-
I'm at max health.
You have
53.
53 max. Yeah.
Max health. Wow.
1, 2,
Thank you.
3.
Mine was perfectly enough to be max health, so
Nice.
there's that.
Excellent.
Doesn't she still have the level 2 slot left? Doesn't she have 4 spells?
One of them is a domain spell.
Yeah, I can't use that for cure spells.
Huh.
So,
Weird.
Unless I have an old list. Amareth, you have level 2 spells. Well, it says
Yeah.
4 plus 1.
Yeah, her wisdom should give her another 1.
Yeah.
Huh.
You might not have updated the number of spells you gave me. Did you level up while sick?
Possibly.
hold on.
I think
It's
Actually-
fine. Just tell you what. While we,
I wrote level 6 in my leveling up stuff, and below that I wrote I can remember spells again. So, I'm not sure if we leveled up while I was sick or right after I finished being sick, but I think it was right after I finished being sick because the last night where I could not
Okay.
remember spells was the following day was when we fought at
yeah,
the docks.
it was around the same time.
And I
that-
didn't
Yeah.
have any like new spells and stuff.
okay, so I haven't gotten a new list
Yeah,
of
I'm actually
memorized
working
spells
on my
yet.
new list
Cool.
now because I have
That's fine.
more spells now. So
All right. Cool. So you guys go to bed, and you guys wake up. No problem.
So when I wake up and yawn, I'm just gonna look at Durian and see? Too much.
Look, we're not out of the town yet. You haven't been with us this long.
Well, considering that I
Listen-
think I asked to take the last shift, I'm not in the room when they wake up. I'm outside, watching. So
Oh,
Okay.
I would go out and say that.
since it's been I've been up for like 5 hours or something, 4
We'll
hours.
say 3 or 4. Yeah.
I mean, considering it was 3 of us splitting, and to make sure Amherst had whatever it would be.
Yeah. Yeah. You're probably a little grouchy.
I
What's
just like
new?
I give a slap to Nina's face.
oh,
Seriously?
Yeah, not an intent to damage slap. Just like a bam, like a little just hit, leave me alone.
I'm angry with you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Roll the hit.
Yeah.
I don't know what my melee adjust is though.
Not
much.
Yeah, and get an extra. You catch her completely flat-footed too, 'cause you don't expect this.
So
at
plus
all.
4, plus 6. I mean, what do you want me total to be?
Just roll a melee attack.
Yeah,
6.
The flat foot
Okay.
is on her.
I just swatted her.
Yeah, you kind of swat at her and don't quite hit her.
wasn't trying to contact. I'm trying to be like get like a little fly, just get away.
He goes in front of your face.
So I'm just gonna move my head back to avoid it, and I'm gonna be like, sigh, and melee adjust right.
Okay.
Going to hit me?
Oh,
No,
For
I'm
a
going
little backhanded nothing?
No, I'm not going to hit. I'm just going to flick you in the head and say, go get some sleep.
He can't
Nice.
though. We're done sleeping now.
You
So apparently I'm tired.
you miss as well. You just tell him get some sleep.
No. So I need to see if she trips trying to get to me.
Want me to roll it again?
oh
Yes.
my goodness.
I'm going to say it was such a minor act. She's flicking you in the ear. She doesn't impale herself on her scythe.
My scythe is not even on my person.
Oh.
See,
I just
I
wake
imagine
up.
you guys doing that slap fighting where you're like,
Okay, for the sake of brevity, you guys have a little slap fight, and you're now eating breakfast.
Yeah.
All right, no, I mean Travis, just put us on the road. I got nothing else to do today, right?
Cool. You guys are on the road.
Okay, should we take a quick break so
Yes,
the
it
puppy
would be
with
a
the
good
cone
time
of
for
shame
a
can
quick
take
break.
a walk and stuff?
Yeah. Absolutely. So, guys, we will be back in just a bit.
Yeah, give us a. Are we doing single break this session or another one?
I'm not sure. It's been so long.
Okay, well,
Normally we do too, but
we'll be back in about 5 minutes, guys. Stick around. See you then.
yeah.